3, 2, 1. You're welcome. All right. Welcome back, everybody. The last time I did a podcast with Luke, we were in Europe. And so last time we were in Europe, we did a podcast, and we're doing it again. And
this time more drunk.
Listen, okay, so we're more drunk. We're way richer.
Way richer.
We're down a few heads. We're missing a few people. But we've also gained some. So I think this is like a net good for our careers and our lives. And I think I'm very happy to be here. And I think I look better. I think last time I was getting physiognomy checked left and right. But I started taking Tren, and now I'm
Trenbolone
acetate. Yeah. And now I'm dressing cooler, and I look more prepared, and so I'm ready to fucking let this thing rip. How you doing, bro?
I'm just gonna warn everybody. I'm extremely intoxicated, not in like a I'm trying to be cool way, but in a like I'm fucked up way. So everything I say, like take with a grain of salt. But yeah, we're richer, we're more handsome as time goes. We were children, we're still children, but. As time goes on, we're going to be richer, more handsome, more connections, cool stuff.
I can't believe we did that trip last year, like based on, I mean, you were kind of making about the same.
My first time out of the country though.
But like, bro, like my income has literally 11x.
Mason is beating me. I will be honest, Mason is beating me month over month right now, but that won't last very long. But this is the beautiful thing about having friends is you actually have someone that can challenge you. You don't want to be the friend that like leads the pack all the time because then who's challenging you?
No, and so here's what's cool. So last time we were all about the same and you were way up here. Like, I'm pretty sure like everyone we were with was making the same amount of money and you were way up here. And now we're going like this. Ben went way up.
Ben did.
Sanjay is, well, Sanjay wasn't here last time.
Sanjay's building in silence.
Sanjay's still not here. He's building in silence, and he's doing what he loves. I don't even think he wants money.
He makes good money,
Danny
though.
is doing something that he might beat us in like 2-3 months. And like, honestly, dude, like it's a very exciting time. Like I feel like we're all progressing. Like it's really insane to see how much that we've changed in the last year. Like, bro, a year. Like
it's gone so fast too.
Flew by. Like the fact that Greece was exactly almost. It was about exactly.
It was
a year
the
ago.
first. Second week of July.
Yeah. And now it's what?
Second week of July.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. And I'm very happy. And I think for the first question of the podcast, by the way, this is not like Cardinal cast or Luke
This
cast.
is two young men giving good advice because people that watch this hopefully will get value from it.
We're just talking shit. And I think like, I mean, we're going to ask each other questions. I'm probably going to be the one asking the questions because Luke is absolutely fucking dickered. Do you know what that means? Dickered? That's a Canadian term. But I mean, so what I want to ask you is what do you think, take money out of it, right? Just bring it up here. What has changed in the last 12 months for you?
Money out of it? I think understanding of like genuinely overall life. We've both gone through relationships. We've both gone through losing or cutting off, whatever the better word is, friends that we thought were friends or at least real people, which is a pretty big deal. Like relationships and that, like it's a big deal.
At this age, yeah.
Yeah. And I know money's out of it. Obviously, money changes life a lot in extraordinary ways.
But I just mean instead of saying like, well, I was making this and now I'm making this, you can talk about how money has changed it.
Well, I mean, bro, like you have 2 cars. Like you have 200 grand, 300 grand in cars?
I have 3 cars.
Oh, I forgot about the other. You don't even drive the other car.
My dad drives it.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like my mom's good. She's living life. You've got 3 cars and a place in Canada and a place in Miami.
About to have another one.
You made like a good Wall Street person's yearly salary last month. Like that's crazy to think about. A lot has changed. I think the biggest overarching thing is personal growth as people. I feel way more wiser. I feel way more mature. I feel like my prefrontal cortex is developing.
It's getting there.
Like when we're 25 is when it's supposed to develop. So like it's not a joke. Like I feel more responsible as the days go on.
Yeah.
I would say that honestly.
I mean, yeah, like it doesn't feel like we've like day to day, it doesn't feel like we're changing a whole ton, but like when you look back, it kind of does. You know what I mean, I think like a lot of people, and it goes, cause like, dude, the cool thing about money Twitter is that it's a sample size of like, for the people who are actually doing it, I want to say like maybe 200 real people who are on our little corner. And they're also on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, but I'm just using Twitter because that's where we all started. And it's a cool, like, sort of, like, it's like a Harvard study almost. Like, you're following these people's lives. And, like, you're starting to see, we did a space about this, like, when I was in the airport flying in Miami. So this was, like, probably 3 weeks ago, where you were talking about, like, how you can see a severe difference in the people who have taken the time to, like, develop real skills.
I would agree with
And
that.
people who have just wasted time only making money and not doing anything else. What do
The
you,
coolest thing
go off on
about
that.
our growth is like people, when we got in the game, there were people that were already established, right? The same way like we're kind of quote unquote established and younger guys are going to come in.
Yeah.
And we're like lapping those guys. And I don't want to sound like cocky or arrogant or anything, but like genuinely the people that were like in the game, I'm not going to say names, but the people that were like the front of like when we got into Twitter and Instagram and whatever, like where are they now?
Yeah, and I think like, dude, it also like goes to show like don't meet your heroes, because you realize like some of these motherfuckers are not that motherfucker back there. Is not real.
I never want to meet like a internet money crypto person ever again after this week.
Oh yeah, I thought they were all right. But yeah, dude, but go off because you talk a lot about this. Like this is one of the main like sort of tenets of your personal brand. Talk about like the value in, I mean, bro, like what you're like fighting, cars, shooting, like all that stuff, like the stuff that makes you a man. Just go off on that.
Well, it's like if you say that, right? Like fighting, cars, girls, travel, money, whatever. That's like surface level. And there are people that take it at a surface level, like all of your Instagram influencers and your like fake guru, quote unquote, whatever. That's what they do. They use the shiny object as like the means or the end all be all. But my reason for talking about it is like a deeper level. It's like the pursuit of excellence. What is excellence in a car? What is the hardest car to achieve? A Bugatti, a Koenigsegg, like LaFerrari, like crazy shit, right? And it's not because that's the object. It's because who do you have to be as a man to achieve that car? Who do you have to be as a man to be able to not be a pro fighter and be able to spar with pro fighters and hold your own? Who do you have to be as a man to not be in the military and go clear a house like John Wick? Like these are all skills that the beautiful thing is you have to earn it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
This is really hard to explain to anybody who doesn't like sort of live our daily, because like we are lucky enough to be in a city where money is abundant. Everybody has money. That's fucking table stakes. It's like being a hot girl. Like you can't like being a hot girl is not a flex. There's so much more that you need. Money is not, the end all be all. Some people in small towns, like, bro, if I never left Hamilton and you never left Piketon, if we made 20 grand a month, we would be king of everything. But that's not the end all be all. Like, what do you think a man needs to have in order to be full, complete?
And this was like my personal goal, and I think it's extrapolated out to, I think it should be all men's goal, to be honest. And like you look at like your great Greek guys, everyone idolizes like Greek philosophy. Why? It's because they were good at everything, bro. Like I don't even know if Da Vinci was Greek. What is Da Vinci? Latin? Italian, I think. Italian. Okay. But it derived from the same like philosophers, and it started in Greece. He was an artist, he was an inventor, he was a mathematician, he was good with women. He was literally everything. He's the Dos Equis man. And it's like a joke. It's a funny joke, and I posted it online. The Dos Equis commercials, he's the most interesting man in the world. He goes to a jungle and the native people bring him gifts. He goes and wrestles a crocodile, and the crocodile apologizes for arguing with him.
That's funny.
Like it sounds goofy, but at the end of the day, the material stuff is an award. It's like a trophy. And if you've ever won a trophy, does the trophy really mean that much?
No.
No one gives a fuck. But the reason that you care about it is because you can see that trophy on a shelf, and it represents a moment in time when you earned that thing. And that's what a car is. That's what these accolades are. That's what the ClickFunnels award is. But the coolest thing you can get is skills that cannot be bought. Making money is a prerequisite. And once you make money, you understand that. And I know everyone listening to this, that's like at 5K, 10K, they're going to be like, oh, you're a fucking dickhead. You're telling me that like I should just be making 100 grand a month. Like it's that easy. It is that easy, bro. If you actually do it.
It's actually not that easy. It's not.
It is and it's not though. But that's the thing. It's a belief.
It's simple, not easy. Everyone knows that.
What are the tactics to make 100K? It's a fucking blueprint. It's black and white. If I had to take a kid and he had a good mindset, like he had the tangibles, the intangibles, and I said, here's how you make 100K, do this. Could we both teach a kid that? Oh, 1,000,000%.
I said this. Like I would bet $100,000 that I would donate to charity, that I could work with someone. Like, if I lived with someone for 2 years, doesn't matter who they are, for 2 years, I guaranteed could get them to 50K a month.
But why? Because it's a formula.
Exactly.
It's a formula.
You've done it once. And so, but wait, before you move on, there was something you said where it's like value, like other types of value.
Things you can't buy with money.
You can't buy it with money. Like, dude,
skill.
Did you see that article? This is going to be old by the time this comes out, but like there was a billionaire that died doing penis enlargement surgery.
What?
A dude who was a billionaire felt insecure enough to go and get penis enlargement surgery and died.
Oh my God.
Okay, think about that. This dude, like, I don't know if people understand what a billionaire is. Like,
it's a lot
I feel
of money.
rich, and I'm barely a millionaire. Like, I got there like 3 weeks ago.
We're like honorary millionaires. We're not even like
bro. So
yeah.
if like a billionaire has more money than they know what to do with. The only thing that limits what they can buy is their fucking imagination. And he still felt insecure enough to go and get dick enlargement surgery and fucking died.
Well, shows you
like,
money's not everything, bro.
Money is not everything, bro. You need a lot of different things. Like,
and that's why I think it should be the prerequisite.
Do you think that money has made, like, I know what you're going to say, but like, be honest, like, in what ways has money made you more confident?
It's made me more confident, one, in the kind of security side. Like, bro, if somebody gets sick, I can pay for it. My brother needs money, I can pay for it. My mom needs a new car, I can pay for it. And I don't even think twice, right? I need something, I can pay for it. But the biggest part, and it goes back to the skill thing, I can pay people and not have to worry about the money leaving me for the advancement and the acquirement of skills. Like, if I want to go get good at X thing, I literally find the guy that's good. I say, hey, bro, here is $200 an hour. Teach me this.
Yeah.
And your imagination is the only limit. You want to learn to race. You want to learn to shoot cars. You want to learn to dance. You want to learn to fucking play piano.
I need to learn to dance.
You want to learn business. Whatever the fuck it is. You can find somebody. You can use your money and give it to them. It's like a video game. Like, have you ever played an RPG game and whatever, Skyrim, The Witcher, whatever? Okay.
You acquire resources.
And you use those resources to go pay the guy to increase your level in the skill.
Yeah,
Life
bro.
is the same
There
fucking
are
way.
people who will play video games and like want to make their bank account bigger. Like, bro, they know that the money's not real.
GTA.
In GTA, they'll like amass millions of dollars in GTA and be like, yo, I'm going to hoard this shit. I'm not going to do anything with it. Like, bro, I remember like I beat GTA and I ended up with like, I don't know what the number is, like 3 million in the bank or something like that, or maybe 30. I don't know. They don't use like commas or placements there. But I remember like, dude, you can trade in GTA. I put it all in a stock and I lost it all. All of it. I had to restart the entire game because I lost all my money in fucking trading stock on GTA. But okay, so we kind of know, like, from what you've said, like, we know what makes a man holistic, right? Mm-hmm. What makes you valuable in all areas. And we're both working on that. Like, neither one of us, like, bro,
we're 23 and 24.
Like,
we're literally
I know
children.
I'm not perfect. If anyone's like watching this going like, oh, that's rich for these guys who like look like they're fucking children to be talking like, oh yeah, be a high value. We're not saying that. Like, it's a lifelong game. That's why it's fun. If it was something you could achieve in 5 years, it wouldn't be fucking fun. No one would want to live on this planet.
You ever played Minecraft and you built all the shit? Then you quit playing the game because you built all the shit. There's nothing to do anymore.
Yeah.
That's why life is hard, because we're human in the sense that we can understand that there's a finiteness to what we can do. And if that runs out, what do you do? What do these rich people that are born into wealth do? Drugs.
They blow it, bro.
Whores. Hunter Biden.
They chase dopamine.
They chase dopamine. They chase the feeling that they can achieve from some outside evil, awful source, because there is no game to play.
Okay, so now we know we've established what a man should aspire to. If you were a woman and you had your mindset and your goal was to climb, right? Like
climb.
If let's say you're 18 and you're starting in the world and you want to become the highest value woman that you could be, what do you do? Like, what's your playbook?
Okay, obviously it's gonna piss a lot of people off. I would become as intelligent as I could be. I don't like dumb girls, and I think guys that like dumb girls, I think there's some sort of like insecurity there.
They've never experienced a smart girl, bro.
Yeah,
smart
like,
girls
bro,
are sick,
you need a woman that is like the movie character. That's like, you're the king, you're King Leonidas. War is at your fucking doorstep. You go to your bedchamber. You're like, baby, I don't know what the fuck to do. This is happening. this is happening. I'm so stressed out. I don't know what to do. And she's like, you know what? I think this is the right thing to do. And she knows, because women, if you don't know this and you listen to red pill bullshit, women are way more intuitive than we are. You ever had a girl text you and say, hey, I know you're talking to other girls, and she's never had proof? It's happened. Why? Intuition.
They just know.
They know. They fucking know. They're tapped into that stuff. And if you are in this red pill, like, guys, red pill shit's gay. It's super gay. Like, the red pill guys get no pussy. And not only, like, getting pussy is the gayest thing you could ever try to do. Like, if you say it like that, you should be trying to get the highest quality girls possible. They're good. They're wholesome. They're intelligent. They're actually good people. And, like, that's a beautiful thing. So if I'm trying to become the best woman I can and advance myself, I'm not trying to go a career. I'm not trying to make money, because I think both of us from personal experience have seen girls do that, and it destroys them. I personally would keep my body count as low as possible, because I think that's a very, very, very important kind of like sacred attachment that you have to your partner. And if you fuck a bunch of dudes, you ruin it. Same with a guy. I think guys, it affects too, regardless of what people say. I can say from experience, I fucked a ton of girls, and it's going to take actual focus from me to find a wife, and just not like, I'm not going to cheat on her because I fuck girls. I guess that's what I'm saying. But to be fully satisfied when your imagination knows what else is out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing you have to work on. Yeah. But for girls, it's stronger.
For you, it's different because you've experienced it. Yeah, I think like a lot of dudes who like, and yo, I've been this guy. Like, there have been relationships that I've been in where I'm not like, I'm not fully satisfied because I don't know what's out there. And so I'll fuck up a good thing because I'm thinking that, oh, maybe I'll find this somewhere else.
That's why it's good to have that experience, because
once you're a ran through dude, then you realize that, like, you know, a relationship is kind of what you make it.
It is.
And, like, you can, like, whether people like to hear this or not, you can sort of morph someone into
you got to find a girl that has, think of it like a fucking NBA 2K character, right? Find a girl that has good base stats. You find one that's malleable.
6'6", 40-inch vertical.
You find one that's malleable, and you mold her into the girl you need her to be. And if she can't fit that, it's fine. You don't be a dick. You always be polite. You always be a gentleman. You say, hey, this isn't going to work out for me. I need this. You obviously, I'm not going to force you to change. Whatever. And you go find the next one. But like, all these, our fucking generation's fucked, bro. It's fucked up.
I'm a little worried, bro. Are you
coming
worried?
to Spain? I'll say this. We've been here 12 hours, 14 hours. Met one female the whole time. And I already am like, American girls suck.
Okay, well, it's not a big enough sample size. Let's just hold our horses.
Because I'm basing this off of Miami. Miami is a sinful pit of despair.
You know what? We got to stop watching Fresh and Fit.
I don't watch Fresh and Fit.
Nothing against the Fresh and Fit guys. I like them.
I might go on Fresh and Fit. And to be honest, I think it's the dumbest thing ever to invite dumb bitches on your podcast and make fun of girls and use that as the sample size for all women.
It turns you into, it black pills you a little bit. Where
women are great, bro.
Women are amazing, bro.
A good woman is the single most valuable thing on the entire planet. Yeah. Give me a good quality woman that improves my life and makes me happy and gives me joy over a fucking car, over $1 million, over easy pussy, whatever it is. Like, that is the most valuable thing on earth. 100%, hands down.
I agree.
Hands down.
Especially like, cause like, dude, I'm like, for some reason right now, I'm just getting all these signs like, dude, I really want like a family. I really want, dude, you know who we talked about this, Rich
Sanjay
Wilkerson Jr.
Wait, what?
Rich Wilkinson Jr.
Who is that?
Pastor at U or VU.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to VU yet.
Okay, well, I haven't been there either, but I follow him on Instagram, and like, dude, like, there's certain people where like I look at their I don't know anything about him. I've listened to some of his sermons and stuff like that, but like I've never met him, but like from what I look at, like anytime I see a picture on Instagram of a guy and his chick and a bunch of kids, that makes me feel different than like just a big pair of tits.
You know what a good example is? Jonathan, who's taking pictures right now, showed me a video at the airport. What did you say? You said, I don't want to sound really gay, but is that what you said? I don't know why I said that. So he goes, I don't want to sound. So, oh no, he goes, do you want kids? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like I want to have a great family. Like, it's a massive goal of mine. He's like, look at this video. It's just like dad, kind of looked like us. It's like tan, little beard, little dark features, had this little girl. And it was like a couple like stages of her age, whatever. And he's like holding her and she's just like staring at him like it's her whole world. Like his dad, she's like new babe, like he's holding her. And I was like, bro. And he was like, bro, that's the most wholesome thing I've ever seen.
Dude.
That is what life's about.
Every man just wants to be admired by the women in his life, bro. Like I joke about this, but I'm not really joking. I want like one son that I can put my all into, but I want like, if I have one son and like 5 daughters, it's kind of what I want, bro.
My mom keeps telling me I'm going to be cursed with daughters.
What do you mean cursed?
Because I say I want sons, and she women have this fucking intuition. She's like, you're going to have daughters. And I'm like, okay, whatever you say. I need a son though to carry the name on, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But that is the single
name.
most valuable thing in life. And we're sitting here, I'm smoking cigarettes, I'm drinking wine, I'm very intoxicated. But I can tell you guys right now, and without experience, right? I'm from a broken family. I know 2 relationships that have actually gone like 20 years or more out of everybody that I ever have known. There's nothing more valuable and righteous and wholesome than a good family. And it's hard. It's hard work. But the thing is about men like us and people watching this podcast is you want to go for the shiny object until you fuck up enough and you realize that's the only thing that matters, because life is not infinite. It's finite. You're here for my grandpa died at 69 years, right? My dad's still alive. Don't know where the fuck he's at. So if I'm basing life expectancy, cool. I've got 45 more years, 46, 47 more years.
You're going to live longer than that.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying is like, if that's your life, that's all you have. You don't live beyond that. Your name, even if you do great things, will live 2 generations maximum. And it's good to build a legacy. It's good to build that. But the only thing that matters in life is the people around you, the impact you made on those people, and who did you bring into the world?
Talk about urgency, because this is one thing that there's a couple Luke Alexander tidbits. Like, dude, you're a dickhead. Like, you're a piece of shit. But like, there's a couple things that I think about when you say them, and I'm like, oh man, that just rings so true. Like, you talked about how when your grandfather died, you realized like the what time really means, right? Like when you're a kid and you're a teenager, you look at your parents and you're like, they've been around forever. They're gonna keep being around forever. You never experienced loss before. All you know is that you've been around for like 16 years, and it feels like a lifetime because it literally was. So you imagine that another 16 years is going to feel like fucking 10 times as long, and you're only 32, and then you got another fucking 3 more of those 16-year little packages to go. You don't understand what time feels like. You don't understand what loss feels like.
Yeah.
You lose your grandfather, and it's right when you're on your come up. You know what I mean? Like you just moved your mom down to Miami. He was going to come with you too. You just started making money, and all of a sudden you feel this urgency where it's like, holy shit, I understand now that I don't have time to fuck around. If I'm going to make money, I need to do it now. I feel this right now. I don't know why I feel it. Like, I don't have as strong of a reason as you do, but I feel like, yo, if I'm going to fucking make money, like, this is the time. This is the vehicle. This is the people that I want to do it with. Like, I need to get to this point before X time period so that I can make sure that I don't miss out on anything. Like, does that still ring true to you? Yeah.
I mean, bro, at 18, I knew that because I had to take care of my mom. I had to be the man of the house. But it became more apparent, obviously, when he passed away. The big thing was I bought that Corvette, right? My papa was a big car guy. He had a body shop. There's a hot rod in Ohio still that I need to get down here. Big car guy. And I bought this Corvette and I FaceTimed him, and I was like, because I told him all the time, like growing up, I was like, hey, we're gonna have these cars one day. We're gonna have this, we're gonna have that, we're gonna do that. I was telling him this like at 17, 18. And he was skeptical, not because he didn't believe in me, but just because he had never seen it in his life. He comes from literally like the Great Depression. His family, he had like 14 siblings. They grew up on a farm with like nothing. My great grandpa walked to Columbus, Ohio for work every day, which is literally like a 6-7 hour walk, like absurd stuff, right? It's some like country shit.
Yeah.
And he dies, and I never got to bring him to Miami. I never got to show him my life. I never got to show him the car that I bought, which was a big thing that connected us was cars. And I was like, man, like what happens if my mom dies tomorrow? What did I do for her? She went through all this shit for me and my brother. Did she get to live out the rest of her life and like do whatever her dreams were? Because she sacrificed all of it for us. So like she didn't get to chase her dreams. Does he get to do any of his dreams? Not really. Fucking die at 69. Never came to Miami to see me. I couldn't show him the life that I had built in the year or the 2 years it was. Like, what if that was your mom? What if it was your brother? And you think about it, and it's like, fuck, bro.
You cherish that, bro. Like, my family, like, I don't have a big family. That's part of the reason why I want to have a bunch of kids.
Same.
Is because I feel like I like people. Like I want more people. John, you mind closing that door, bro?
It's what matters, bro.
Like, dude, I got my little bro. He's here with us.
That's so
I love
cool
that
too.
kid.
I
That
wish
is my
Logan was
number
here,
one.
but he's grinding around. He's got
I
to make
love
money.
you. I love Ben. I love Sanjay. I love Danny. I love all the boys, right?
No one's like your brother.
There is no single person that I would die for sooner, that I would take a bullet for sooner than fucking Voce Griffin.
That's how it should be.
My mom, obviously, I retired her a couple months ago, which is a huge milestone.
Congratulations.
I saw you doing that, and I thought that was. I didn't even realize it was possible.
That's
like, what does it
the
mean?
coolest thing that you can do as a man. Fuck the cars, fuck our cars, fuck our businesses, fuck everything else. You take care of your mom that brought you into the world. She has no worries. She can buy whatever she wants. That's all that matters. That's the single most impressive thing you can do as a man.
Dude, like, the offer's on the table for my dad, but he's gonna retire in 4 years anyway, and he's too proud to ever take a like, bro, he won't even let me buy him fucking breakfast. Like, if I put down $20 for an omelet for him and I, he's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing? Save your money. I'm like, Dad, like, relax. It's $20. And then so
Dad, I made a Lambo last month.
So dad's good. And my grandfather, he's 82. And I recently started hanging out with him like once a week. Well, when I'm in Canada, because now I'm traveling a lot, so I don't really see him that much. But anytime I'm there, I'll see him at least once a week.
Okay, I'm gonna blow your mind. How many times do you see him a year?
I see him 52. Well, not. I mean, it would be 52. I don't know. Probably, let's say like 25, 30 times a year.
I mean, that's really good.
Yeah.
So, but think about this. He's 82. Let's say he lives 2 more years. How many more times are you going to see him?
Dude, that's the thing. Like 100 times. Which, it's 100 times. It's not that much.
And it's more than most people give, right? Most people see their parents a couple times a year. So it's good. But like when you think of it like that, is like I see this person 5 times a year. Okay, how many more years are they going to live? You can die at any time, bro. We lost, I mean, you didn't know Hamis, did you?
Of course, yeah.
Well, I mean, like did you guys? Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
We went to the yacht that night
Yeah.
when you became a meme. I forgot about that. But bro, like our friend Hamis, rest in peace, bro. Like,
dude, I met him like 5 times, and
he was like a movie character,
bro.
He wasn't a real person.
Yeah,
he literally was a movie
yo,
character.
That was weird as fuck for me. I remember lying in my bed, and I like talked to him and God for like 3 hours. I was lying in my bed.
When he passed away.
Yeah, the night that he died, I remember just talking to them, both of them, because I was like, I know you guys are in the same room. I want you both to hear this. And I remember just talking.
That was
like,
such a sad day, bro. That was the first time I've lost someone young, and especially a boy. I hung out with him too many times to count, but it hadn't been very long. It was a couple months because I just moved to Miami. Obviously, he had just moved to Miami.
I don't want to make this dark. Is Griffin in the shot?
I could be. I might be.
Why don't you get in the middle here?
Yeah,
We were just talking about you.
You were talking about me?
Yeah.
Saying what?
We were talking about how I would, like, if Luke was going to shoot you, I would jump in front of it.
I would hope not. You got more. You take care of more people.
Luke's got a lot of, I mean, you're in my will. You're number 1. I don't have a will, but I should
Yeah, I
get
know,
one.
but I can't. I don't think I could run copy NBA without you, and our mom's paycheck relies heavily on you. So I think
You guys start running Webbies, bro.
Yeah, if Luke, if you're about to shoot me, just
I'm not gonna
jumps
shoot.
in the way, just react.
The only people I'm shooting are people that fuck with us.
What? What'd you say?
I said the only people I'm shooting are people that fuck with us.
You want the rest of this?
I could.
But back to that point before we get sidetracked. Like, bro, 20. I think it was
Shout
21.
out Griff. Shout out Griff.
Shout out Griff. I think Hamis was 21 years old.
23.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was younger than me.
No.
Well, we're 23 now. I'm like, bro, the years blur
I know.
when you're doing
And
shit.
You're also drunk.
Yeah, I'm drunk as fuck.
My.
Bro, like the last time I saw him, or the last time I talked to him, some guy deleted my Instagram, and Hamis texted me and was like, "Hey, bro, who the fuck deleted your Instagram? Let's go murder them right now." Like, swear to God, that's exactly what he said. And I was like, bro, we don't have to do that. It's not that serious. But like, he was the kind of guy that was like, bro, I will ride for you.
He was about it, bro.
I've known you a couple months. I will ride no matter what. You say the word, we're going. I got an AK in my Lambo. Like, I'm literally modern day Scarface. We do whatever.
He was a savage.
And then I'm laying in bed one day, and I get a call. I get a call from Ricardo, and he's like, "Yo, Hamis died." I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean?" He's like, "Bro, Hamis died last night." And we didn't know, obviously, because it's one of those friends like Jonathan. I don't talk to Jonathan every day.
I was in
We're
Canada.
best friends. I don't talk to him every day.
Yeah.
He called me a lot this week. He missed me. But like, bro, I didn't talk to him every day because we're busy. We're working.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, the last time I talked to this guy, and now he's gone. And he's, for people curious, like he was going really fast in Lambo, hit something. Obviously, you hit something at high speed, you die. And he took care of his family.
Yeah.
And that's I think about that, honest to God, once a week. Like
That's the scariest part.
He took care of his family. I know we put some money together for his parents and for the funeral, but he takes care of his family. He took care of his siblings. He has a ton of siblings. Who takes care of them now? If you're the breadwinner and you're gone, who takes care of your people?
Bro,
Nobody.
that's the one scary part about, and bro, like this is just the beginning. I have like, I'm sure this is a thing that's been said before, but like, I think that there are levels of maturity that you reach where it's like, first of all, I mean, when you're born up until age probably 16, someone else is responsible for you, right? And then you're responsible for yourself. And then you're responsible for other people. And then you just keep growing based on how many people you're responsible for. So like you have a team of 9, I have a team of 7. I'm also responsible for my mom.
Yep.
And I'm going to be responsible one day for a wife and hopefully as many kids as my wife is willing to bear or adopt.
I'm
right?
sorry, Mason's future wife.
Yeah, dude, that's good. Listen, Ivan, don't be. It'll be fine.
Next subject.
But no. Like that's how you gauge your maturity as a man, and like, because that's when you need to take shit seriously. Like, bro, like all these dudes fucking kicking back, you know, like they wasting their day doing whatever the fuck.
Or even the dudes that are just buying like a new car every month.
Yeah,
bro.
Like, bro, if you have people to take care of, you're not doing that.
Like, what are you
like, could
doing?
we both buy a Lambo? Like the craziest Lambo right now.
Realistically, with like down payments and financing included, we could buy like 8 cars. Like
we could buy whatever
supercars.
the fuck we want. Seriously, whatever we want. We could buy this house that we're in right now.
But
we
if
could buy
we
that
did
house
that
over
and
there.
then your mom got cancer, could you pay for it? No.
No.
You couldn't. And what is more important to you? You see the guys, and this is very important for everybody watching this because we've gotten in like a social media age where you have guys out competing other guys based on not value, but based on what they have and what they buy. Bro, it's $3,000 a month to rent a Lamborghini or to even finance a Lamborghini if you put a down payment. It's $4,000 a month to rent like a hypercar. Like it's not that much money at all. And if someone is selling you based on what they have, and you're seeing people buy new cars or new watches and all this bullshit every month, and you think at the end of the day, do they have a family? Do they have a mom? They have siblings? They have maybe a dad? Like, bro, all your money's in fucking cars. What if your family gets sick?
How sad is that? Like, how sad? Like, bro,
Your priorities are out of whack.
The reason that I felt the need to like help out my mom was because she was in a job that she absolutely fucking hated. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, it's not like she was fucking working for like $10 an hour as like a janitor. She's making decent money actually. But it was just like, I felt bad that me and Griffin were running around the world doing whatever the fuck we wanted, and she was stuck at work doing shit she didn't want to do.
Bro, that's the sentence.
My fucking last name is not going to experience anything they don't want to experience. It's not just me, bro. It's not just me. Like when I was at like, when I hit 100, so that was August, September of last year, 100 a month. That was when I was like, I don't have to go through anything I don't want to go. Like I can buy myself out of any inconvenience if I want to, right? If I don't think it's going to be helpful for me or my development, I can spend money and make it go away. Now we've leveled up and I don't need to spend more money on myself. I'm good, bro. I got, like I said, 3 cars. Who knows how many apartments?
Bro, we could not work for probably 3 years.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
But because we've assumed the responsibility of other people, then now we can let them do whatever the fuck they want. And that's the most rewarding feeling of all time.
It is.
Bro, like you've helped your brother out. I've helped my brother out. Everyone's killing it. We have a big circle. Everyone that we touch, bro. And it's not an ego thing because I'm glad we get to do this. This is not like sort of like, oh yeah, like, you know what I mean?
It's
like,
a responsibility at the same time.
what did my sleeve unroll?
Like
It is a responsibility.
I think me and Griffin were talking about this when we were on the boat high as fuck on mushrooms. And I grabbed Philip by the neck and I was like, bro, listen, you want to be the big man? You need to understand that saying, like heavy is the head that wears the crown, is not a fucking joke. It's not cool. It's not something you just get tatted on you because you think it's cool. You bear a lot of responsibility. Like if you're that guy, you bear more responsibility, you bear more pain, you bear more judgment than anybody else.
And I'll take that shit
you're the
any
guy
day.
that is willing to take it for the people you care about.
Any day, bro. Any day.
Any day.
Because you know what it's like to have it done for you. I had a great dad. And I always offer, like I say, like, yo, anytime you want a dad, My dad's bored. Me and Griff don't really need much. If you ever need a guy, I mean, my dad, bro.
That would
Like,
be interesting.
my
I
dad's a
wonder what it
fucking-
would be like to do what I'm doing now and have a dad. That would be really interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder.
I'm sure, I don't know. I think you take it for granted, right? I'm sure we take it for granted. Like, now I bet you wish, I mean, you have some father figure types people, right?
A little bit. But
There's
it's
2 or
not,
3 probably that you would look up to and be like, yeah, like they're older than you. They know more.
Yeah, but a dad, I'm telling you right now, from like knowing, a mentor and a dad are not the same thing.
Yeah.
And obviously mentors are a beautiful thing, and I'm very grateful, but I wonder what that would be like. I wonder if it would have helped me or hurt me, because I got here because of pain.
I understand.
Like,
And
honest to God.
I think like a good dad will give you a mix of both, right? Like my dad was a great dad, and he didn't give us anything. He paid for my first semester of university, which I didn't fucking use. Sorry, Dad. But like, he did a lot of stuff for it, right?
Yeah.
He was a good dad, right? Like he did his part, but he never like just gave us money. Like he never. I remember like before I had like my first like job, I was like, "Hey, Dad, like you need anything done around the house? Like, can you just pay me to fucking do some chores?" Or he's like, "Why would I pay you to do stuff that I can do better than you?" That's what he would say. And so I was like, all right, that's actually a good answer. And so like he forced us to like go and build our own sort of like, bro, if I wanted to be a cop, I could use his name and fucking.
Can you imagine him getting pulled over by Mason? He's like, "Sir, license and registration."
License registration, guys. Hey, everyone, shut up. Let's change the topic. Cam, do you have any questions for us? Like you asked good questions. I watched I didn't watch it, but I listened to it when I was driving. The one that you guys did together.
That
on
one
your
was
couch.
deep.
That was a banger. Do you have any questions that we could rock with?
Let me grab my phone.
He said, what fictional characters do you identify as? We're good.
Bro, I'm already
We're
fucked
back
up.
in. We're
Back to country days, bro.
I'm already fucked up.
we're snapped in. We're
I
back
heard you,
in.
and
We're back in.
I have the ultimate answer, and it's gonna be
but
so.
the mic didn't hear it. The question is, hold up. The question is, what fictional character do you identify as? But I
You
think
ready for the
asked-
douchiest answer of all time?
Zach?
It's not fiction.
It's not John Wick, but I'm genuinely saying this because I know everyone makes this their like fucking profile picture. I'm genuinely saying this. I swear on everything. Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders, and I have an explanation. Okay, I'm not just saying that because he's cool. Whatever.
He is cool.
Everything we're talking about, Thomas Shelby, like models. Okay, he's the man of his family. His family came from fucking nothing. They were poor in Birmingham, London.
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing. They came from nothing. They're a bunch of country fucking hillbillies, basically. Gypsies were like hillbillies of London,
Mm-hmm.
same as me. And he was like, you know what? Fuck this. Everyone disrespects us. We have no history. We have no money. We have no power. We have no freedom. Fuck this. I'm changing it. So he went to extraordinary lengths, legal, illegal, killing people, whatever it took, to get his family out of where they were. And in that process, even his own family looked at him and was like, you're crazy. You're the devil. Thomas Shelby is the devil. But at the end of the episode and at the end of all the seasons, the reason that they had anything, the reason that they didn't starve, the reason that they didn't fucking suffer was because of that guy. And he took the weight of everything. He took the brunt and everything, and he kept moving, and he didn't complain, and he didn't make excuses. And he was just, you don't fuck with Thomas Shelby. And at the end of the day, no one can understand that except for Thomas Shelby.
Clip it.
And that is why that is the guy I resonate with most.
Fire, dude. I don't, because this is gonna get clipped, so I don't want to say that this is me, but like the person who I like try to be, if it's fictional, is I like Jordan Belfort. Not because he did crazy amounts of illegal shit, which I don't do. Everything is above board. Okay?
Very white collar.
I mean, this is what color is the collar?
Tan.
This is a tan collar.
Brown collar.
Yep. What I like about Jordan Belfort is that he's very driven, like me. He also started off more reserved and very kind of shy, which is kind of how I started too. I wasn't like this until very recently.
I can see exactly the
Wait, but I'm
the
not
thing
done.
you're saying.
One of the things that I love about what he did was that when he needed to build something, he rounded up his boys. He was like, who's good at sales? You good at sales? Sell me this pen. Sell me this cigarette. What are you good at? What are you good at? And just like took the people that he already knew, moved it into a business, and was the leader. And he built it into, a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. If you were going to put a fucking price tag on it, whatever multiple, I don't know. But so besides that, also, he's a great speaker. At least that's how they portray it in the movie.
You're a great speaker.
I like to think that that's one of the things that I'm good at.
Bro, I'm envious of your ability to articulate thoughts in a way that anyone can understand them.
I appreciate that.
Like, you're like world class at that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And like, but I want to use that. What the fuck is in my? I want to use that to inspire people. So like one of the craziest parts of the movie, and like I know we're fucking two nerds breaking down like Wolf of Wall Street, and like I know how it looks, right? Like I know everyone memes everyone like, oh, I bet he watched Wolf of Wall Street 40 times. Yes, I have. I like the movie. Okay, I watched it recently, actually, right before you watched it, and it's crazy. In the movie, they go from like a 6 head count to like 300. Do you remember that part where they just grow offices 3 times and they just kind of skip past it? But it's like, it's insignificant. They just go from 6 to 300 and everyone loves him. And his ability to like get up and motivate people and speak into their souls and say shit that he knows is going to resonate with them is what I want to do. And whether that's for my team, I don't think I'm ever going to have a 300 person head count. I don't think that's realistic for what I do. Maybe. Who knows, man? Maybe this turns into a fucking multi-billion-dollar thing where I need that. But I think like I can do that B2C, and like the people that I reach, like my audience, I think sometimes they need to hear that shit, bro. Like we have very different audiences. Like my audience is like, your audience is hustlers, right? Like people that already know they want to make money and they're just looking for a vehicle. My audience doesn't know that they want to make money. They're scared, they're shy, they're anxious, they don't know what to do. My job is to prove to them that it's possible because I was once that guy, and then give them the playbook so that they don't even have to think about it. Like you don't really have, I mean, maybe you do, correct me if I'm wrong, but like my main job is not teaching people copywriting. It's teaching people how to change their mind about things.
I mean, it's same for us
like,
too.
Well, sales is different because like people who are naturally inclined to do sales are tougher mentally. People who are naturally more inclined to do right. Yes, bro.
Yeah. Copywriting is a little
savages,
bit more reserved.
bro. Yeah. Copywriters are fucking like, bro, they're liberals, like, which is fine. That's fine. Like, at least that's what I've seen most of, right?
He used the word reserved. He replaced it with liberals.
Yeah, it's people who are a little bit more like they're shy. Like, bro, they don't know. They're skeptical. They don't like money. Like, dude, I was a socialist up until like 3 years ago.
Oh my!
Did you know that?
Bro, I feel like I would have bullied Mason a couple years ago.
But I would have mentally destroyed you because you can't argue. Like, bro, no matter what position I hold, I have rock solid arguments.
I'm good at arguing,
like,
bro.
Like, I don't believe it anymore. Like, I don't believe. I'm a very
yeah, man, I love Trump.
What's the word?
Trump and guns.
I'm a proud capitalist.
Yeah, capitalism
but
is great.
I also know the other side of the
corporate
I also
level.
know the other side of the coin. If we're gonna build a society, it has to be based on incentives. It can't be based on skill or internal value that we can't recognize.
Incentives with morals.
Of course.
That would be beautiful.
Of course, it's built
if it
in.
could work.
Right?
Jonathan shook his head. It can't work. I have another question. Cam, ask good questions.
What is your favorite memory of you and your mom?
Oh man.
Mason asked that to you.
Luke, what is your favorite memory of you and your mom?
I got to think about this one for a second.
I have an answer, Cam. Okay. Good question, Cam. So the camera knows. Cam is asking these questions at this point now. This is not me. Just so everyone knows, because they can't hear you. I have a lot. I mean, I spent a lot of time with my mom. A lot of time. I mean, dude, like, it's never anything like super significant. Like, I just remember a couple of times where we would just take walks. Like, most recently, I don't know, we just walk a lot because I moved out like 2 years ago, and so like I don't hang out with her all the time. But like, dude, like, I remember when I moved out, that was when I realized like I had sort of like a second wind of like, oh shit, I kind of need my mom in my life. You know what I mean? Like, moms know a lot, or at least my mom knows a lot. I'm lucky. You and I are lucky. We have great moms that have really solid life skills. I don't know. My mom was a bit older. Your mom was younger when she had you. My mom was like 28, 29. And so like she's in her 50s now, and she takes great care of herself. She's like super fit. She's very smart and well-read. She's in tune. Like, she knows what's going on. Like, she's not like out of touch. She has social media. She knows what I see. She knows what's going on in the world. And so like all I have to do to have a good time with my mom is like, we'll take a walk, bro. Like, we'll drive somewhere and just take a walk down like side streets or whatever, go through a trail, loop back around, get back in the car, drive to an ice cream shop, have some ice cream, and go home. Like, and in that time, we'll just talk about all kinds of stuff. And like, I don't know, my mom's a very insightful person, and I just enjoy listening to her talk, and we have really good conversations.
Your mom's great.
Yeah.
I like your mom.
She's gonna watch this because she's plugged in. Like she's more addicted to social media than I am. She's gonna watch this and she's gonna love that. What about you?
There's a lot. So, basically my whole life was with my mom because my dad wasn't really like in the picture. So most people probably think I would say like buying her a house, getting her a car, like this stuff. The first thing that popped in my mind, I'm sure there's a couple of different ones, and I'm fucked up right now. The first thing that popped in my mind that's really funny. When we lived, was it at home or was it in the trailer? So I grew up in a trailer before we moved into a house in the country. I can't remember which it was, but we didn't have a washing machine because we were too poor. And I remember we would go to the laundromat. Mm-hmm. You know what a laundromat is?
Yeah.
So we would go to the laundromat, and she would buy these little like wax bottles that had like juice in them. It's like a gas station candy thing. I don't know. It just pops in my head, bro. And I remember I was little, like I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I still remember this like detailed. Stuff was really bad. My dad was like not making money, being abusive, like all this awful shit. And regardless, she still was smiling and was keeping us in a good mood and wasn't like down and depressed and like, oh, our life sucks so bad. We're literally using fucking pennies to wash our clothes, and we have to go to this other place because we can't even afford a laundry machine. And I remember we would go to the dollar store and she'd give us $1 when it was actually a dollar store. Mm-hmm. This was like 2004, 2005. She gave us $1, and that was like the most money in the world at the time. I was like, oh my God, I have $1. And I would get like these blue gummy sharks, or I'd get like the bottles, and we would go sit in the, the sharks? Yeah, bro.
Fire.
And we would go sit in the laundromat and wait on the clothes, and I would just eat those. And because of her, and bro, I'm literally picturing this right now. She's like smiling at us. Even though I knew stuff was bad, like I didn't have a care in the world. I didn't care.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Can you name one woman who could even handle something like that? Like one woman that you know in your life. You know more women than anybody. Is there one person that you think would even be capable of like filling that role? If your mom had to get swapped out with one of the women that you know, could anyone do that?
They would have broke. I'm not gonna say stuff she went through. Like there's stuff like you guys don't even know that was fucked, like super fucked, and that's her private business. So I don't say it. Mm-hmm. But she went through some of the worst. I'm not even talking about like getting hit, getting beat. Like worse than that. Some of the worst shit you can think of. She never cracked. Obviously, it's like traumatic. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But she never cracked. She never went to drugs. She never neglected us. I never one time, regardless of welfare, regardless of we were negative in our bank account, regardless of our power, we didn't have heat, whatever. I never went hungry. And I didn't know it then, but like I've known now being older. She went hungry nights that we ate. She went hungry for us.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, it can make me emotional.
No, it's okay.
But like, wait, bro, like no one can handle that.
Let's change it up. Okay, so what you've only been in Europe. I mean, bro, you spent like a grand total of 10 days in Europe in your entire life.
That's
so
crazy.
I know there's not a huge anything to pick from, but like, what do you love most about Europe? Don't say the women because you don't know.
There's no fat people.
Okay, why is it important to you?
Bro, it sounds goofy, but like being fat and sloth and laziness is like the nastiest thing. Like God gave you this beautiful body that can be capable of amazing things. You can run fucking marathons. You can go do Ironman. You can become a weightlifter. You can become an athlete. You can become smart. Like being smart is a sport in my eyes, right? Like it's a fucking skill. You got to work your brain. And these fucking people would choose to be lazy and feed their face with seal oils all day. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like I know a lot of people don't believe in God, but I can't imagine knowing that there's a creator. Like I 100% believe in God. I can't imagine knowing, okay, this intelligent being made me the way I am. I have systems that run without me even thinking about it. I'm superior to all life forms on this planet. Like I am one of one, like human, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit on my fucking couch and eat Doritos all day? Like, bro.
Wait.
It's disgusting.
Cam, how much? We got time, right? We're good?
Yeah,
we got how much?
Bro, oh my God. You know what just popped in my head? See those birds go over us? I used to go pheasant hunting, and we'd walk in the brush, and you scare the pheasants up, and they would fly up like that, and you go, bam, bam.
Bro.
Shoot them out of the sky.
You're fucking rich Theo Von. That's all you are. Hey man, when I was a boy, there was a guy down the street. There was a guy down the street named Jonathan, and he had a camera. And sometimes he'd pretend to film us. It wasn't a real camera; it was a cardboard box. No one had any money. But yeah, and then there was a guy named Mario who was always looking for coins. It's not his real name, but yeah. You ever think about if you dug up a mummy, would she breastfeed you? Anyway, okay, wait. What else was that? You have another question? Yeah. Okay.
Do you feel like there's anything missing in your life?
Okay, Luke. Do you feel like there's anything missing in your life right now?
I mean, aside from the obvious of like I'm not where I want to be, I'm not making as much money as I want, and then I wouldn't say missing at the present moment because I still need a couple of years, but family and kids,
Yeah.
like that.
But you don't feel like that's missing. Like if you think of yourself
At the
as
present day,
yeah, that's not missing now.
no,
You don't need that right now.
no. But I mean,
What do you need right now that you don't have?
more eyeballs. Like if you could, like if I had a genie in a bottle and I was like, this one thing will crack the code to everything.
10 million impressions a month.
It'd be more eyeballs. Like we have the best results. I think I have a great story and it's real. It's not like some bullshit like, oh, I was poor, but I went to the richest private school in the world. Like I'm not in this shit.
Hey.
No, I'm not saying names. I'm just saying it's real. Like I have a real story. But I need more eyeballs. Like I need more people to hear the message. I need more people to understand. Like I just broke this glass with my hand.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I'm really strong.
Can we get another glass from my friend here?
I just need more eyeballs on what we talk about, and especially this. Like this, if I post to YouTube, will probably get 2,000-3,000 views. Bro, hundreds of thousands of people need to hear this.
Listen,
You know?
I think that what you need to understand is that it's not a matter of like, is this fair or not fair? Like views right now, eyeballs is a meritocracy. Do you know what I mean? Meritocracy means, for anybody in the audience, it means that you can earn that. Like the level of skill at which you hold, you will be rewarded equally.
That's why I keep making videos.
So what that means is if you make, I like your content. I think sometimes your TikToks fucking suck.
my hooks are bad, but my
Your hooks are
YouTube, I
terrible.
think my YouTube bangs.
YouTube's good.
Yeah.
YouTube's locked in.
I don't know why.
Twitter,
I don't know why we're not popping though. That's the thing. I really don't know
bro,
why.
You need to have a holistic ecosystem. You need to have everything popping.
Mm-hmm.
You need to spend as much time on Instagram and TikTok as you do with YouTube.
And feed it from other traffic sources.
Exactly.
I don't actually need another glass.
Yes, you do, man. Come on, don't drink out of that. You're gonna. Chip
I'm not drinking
chip your
anymore,
lip. Yes, you are.
bro. I'm hammered.
Thanks, buddy.
I hope you guys watching this appreciate this. I'm like going through pain right now. Not actually. This is fucking blast.
Yeah, right.
I'm in a villa that costs thousands of dollars a day with wine
Uh-huh.
and pretty girls taking sales calls. Like, what the fuck? Bro, I literally went like this and it just went tink.
So wait, so where were we? You were talking about you want more eyeballs. The
Yeah.
system is meritocratic. You can brute force that. I don't think that you've really maxed it out.
It's a time thing is what
It's
it
a
is.
time thing, but it's also a skill thing. So you should like, bro. The way that I think about TikTok is
You're
like,
really
dude,
good at TikTok.
I never ever steal hooks or anything like that from other people, but I do steal vibes, right? Where it's like, shout out Eddie Cumberbatch.
Wait,
because-
what did you just say?
Shout out Eddie Cumberbatch. He's in Klein Ascension. He's one of the homies, and he makes TikToks and he's growing still. Like I think he just started, but I like his style where he's doing a lot of like sort of like lifestyle clips, voiceover, which is what I'm starting to do now, which I'll probably release many more of now that we're here, right? What I'm missing in life is, I mean, dude, like I think that I could probably be paying more attention to my fitness.
I would agree with that. Like as your friend. No, listen, like you guys are laughing. You guys are laughing, but like a good friend will hold you accountable.
I agree.
He told me the other day that I think part of it was bullshit. He said I've regressed since January. I think it's fucking bullshit. I'm more elite than I was in January. But he said my revenue has stayed about the same. And I agree. And I have an excuse, which I was focused on another company, but it's still not an excuse. Your revenue should always be climbing.
Mm-hmm.
So at the same point, if you're telling me that, I'm telling you, you could be a jacked little fucking tank of a man.
Listen, I actually do have muscle. Like I'm strong, bro.
Bro, you're strong, but you're lazy in the gym. You're
And
not
no,
consistent.
I'm lazy
You
on my
lack
diet. I'm lazy on my diet.
Your diet,
I'm
and
good
you
on the
lack
gym.
consistent. No, you lack consistency.
No, I'm consistent.
You do
in the
not go
gym.
as hard in the gym as I go.
Bro, I go way harder than you in the gym. You lift twice a week.
What?
I lift 4, 5, 6
I go
times a week.
6 times a day or a week. I'm fucked up. I go 6 times a week, and then I fight and play basketball the days I'm not lifting, or both.
No, you don't, bro. You first of all, I have
Cam!
Griff.
Don't I go to Boxer
listen.
6 times a week
You go to Boxer?
and lift?
Whatever.
No,
bro.
I do both: chest, shoulders, arms, back, tries, buys, fight, basketball.
No legs, huh?
I said legs.
You did not say legs.
I said legs.
You didn't.
Bro, 2 days before we got on this plane, I did legs. My legs are still sore. Two 45-pound plates.
You're squatting?
Yeah.
You squat?
And literally a
225?
year ago, I couldn't even do 45s because my shit was fucked where I'd hurt myself.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. So that's bullshit, first of all.
Okay,
But we need
train
to-
about as much as I train about as much as you. I don't fight as much as you do. I would like to learn how to fight a little bit more. I was kind of into it for a little bit, but then I just like, bro, I've honestly just been fucking. Here's the thing with me right now. I understand that I'm currently experiencing a once in a not a lifetime, maybe like once in half a decade opportunity.
Don't say that.
Hold up, listen.
It's bad.
No, listen. The vehicle that I have right now is a very, very, very good opportunity to get to $1 million a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I am 100% focused on that. I go to the gym. My diet is not great. Like
Mason
bro,
goes to the gay gym.
Equinox, yeah. I had a tweet that I thought was going to do better, but it didn't. It was Equinox is basically just a gay bar with a bench press in the corner. So if anyone's ever been to Equinox, you know how funny that
Your
is.
diet and your little vapes.
Cam, you go to Equinox, right?
Guys, comment in the
gay?
chat if you think vapes lower your test and are actually bad for you.
Don't ask
we have
these
an argument
YouTube
about this.
don't ask-
If you think vapes are bad, comment. If you think vapes are good, comment as well.
Listen, what are we smoking right now?
Those are better than vapes.
I know, but what are we smoking right now?
Tobacco.
Who bought these?
Us.
Me.
Okay, you put your card down. But
It was my idea. I love cigarettes. Cigarettes. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Cigarettes. You want one?
bro, I think I've smoked 10 in the last hour, to be
I
honest.
know. It's good. It raises your testosterone. You can be hyper your man. You want one? Here.
Bro, Mason's
Okay, wait.
funny.
Dude.
The gym.
Cam, ask us
we
ask
lack
us like a
we lack at things.
the
favorite
day,
part about the day?
like the day in general.
The morning.
I mean, bro, yeah, you get. I like. Okay, so when I'm in Miami, I like that power hour. It's usually between like. Well, I wake up late. I wake up at like 9. I get to
Bro,
work.
waking up early is a fucking myth.
The first time I had an alarm was when we had to make this flight because, bro, we had a flight at 11.
It's more important to wake up when your body wakes you up and you get adequate sleep because then you perform better.
I don't have blinds on my fucking windows. The sun wakes me up. I think you're the same. Well, yeah, because you sleep in the same. Because we have the same unit. You're
Actually,
just above me.
I have enough money to afford blinds.
You put blinds?
I can afford blinds.
Do you have like blackout curtains in your room?
I have a big comforter on my window. Like, oh, you're
Okay,
poor.
so you're poor. All right. Hey, listen. Do a podcast.
Oh.
Bitch. Bring some paper towels.
You guys should wrap it up soon.
No, we shouldn't. We're
I
still
don't.
talking.
I don't believe in wrapping it up.
Bro, I'm trying to.
Okay, we're still going. We're still going.
What
Okay.
time is it? What time is it? Mary, what time is it?
Okay.
Also, shout out to Mary. I met this woman today, and she does high ticket sales and makes like 10 bands a month. And all these fucking broke boys are like, I can do sales. I'll put my settings to scam. And this chick is like running around Marbella having the time of her life, making 10 bands a month
Puppy, come here.
with a puppy,
Puppy.
driving a Jaguar.
Puppy.
Like, you make all these guys look bad.
Doing a podcast. I think you're professional. I thought you were a professional. If you're not on camera, you're not doing a podcast. We're smoking cigarettes with our boys. Thank you. If you're not on camera, if you're not surrounded by palm trees, I'm in the palm trees. I'm smoking a cigar with my brother, Tristan. Tristan T. Luke, we asked this last time we were in Greece. I'm sure we're going to do another podcast
We're going to do a podcast every time we're in Europe.
every day.
We're going to do probably a couple of this whole trip.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm curious because this is going to be the first one that goes out, right? Where do you want to be in a year? Tell me what your life is going to look like. Because, bro, I'll be honest, if you asked me when I was in Greece what my life was going to look like in a year from now, I would have probably said something that was completely way the fuck off from where we are right now. Did not think this was going to be a thing. Where are we going to be? Where are you going to be?
You should have more confidence in yourself because I was pretty accurate.
No. It's not about that I didn't think I was going to be fucking better off. It's about I was just way wrong about like what I was going to be doing.
True.
This is a surprise to me.
In a year from now, we're going to be a lot more famous. That's like one of the biggest levers that I have to pull. I don't really want to be famous. Do I need to be famous to achieve what I want? Yeah, I think it's necessary. So that will be one. Like we already get recognized on the street.
Yeah,
but this is going to be like that times 10. Closify, my software company, will be at $100K a month minimum, which gives us anywhere from like $6 to $10 million valuation.
Come on, bro.
That's minimum.
Come on.
Minimum. Closer Cartel. We're helping even more people. We already have insane results, so I don't even need to focus on results. We're doing $500K plus a month. And especially like lifestyle, the opportunity that gives you is you can spend more on your brand, you can spend more on your family, you can spend more on what you do. So like this trip, first trip we've taken all year because we've been working. Imagine this every other month, a couple times a month, whatever it may be.
Though.
We can though because we have the team, we have the resources, we have everything we need.
Of course we can do it, but bro, we can do that now. We're not traveling every month.
True, but I honestly think the biggest lever we can pull is content and brand. And this is a huge part of that.
I agree.
Okay, we got to wrap this up. This is good, but we got to wrap it up.
You guys kind of lost it like 40 minutes ago.
When you guys started flying drones and shit. Okay.
What's up?
I only did that because it was already over. You guys talking.
All right. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We're done now. We're going to go get dinner. We're
Fuck.
over this fucking podcast. I'm bored now. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.
Wait. What's the moral of the story?
Nah.
Okay, turn this fucking camera
Moral of
off.
the story is money buys happiness, and you guys are all fucking poor and everything you know. All right. Peace.